Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Fantasy Premier League with FPL Wizard. I hope you're all fine. I hope you're having a great FPL season and a great time in general, guys. So before we get started with today's stream, get started with answering your questions, I'd like to welcome you all, of course, to the stream. Surfrose, Barry, Light, Apex. Thank you so much for joining, guys. And I'd like to talk a little bit about my previous game week, the repercussions of the two transfers. Just a bad game week in general. So guys, I last week I made a couple of transfers. I took out Harry Kane and Miguel Almiron for a hit, of course, and brought in Phil Foden and Ivan Toney. In hindsight, obviously it wasn't the right decision, guys, because Harry Kane got 8 points, Miguel Almiron got 10 points, and it was for a hit, so it actually cost me 19 points. These transfers and this hit, but it is always hindsight, guys. In like, if I think about it, at that time I would have made the same choice. I think yes. The reason for that choice was I had like 4 players from the same game. I had Trippier, Pope, Almiron and Kane. I did not want, that was too much conflict of interest, but the problem is the players that I got in, like, Tony was against Aston Villa. It wasn't like a difficult game, but I don't know what happened there. Like Aston Villa, after Gerrard got sacked, it seems like they got reinvigorated or something like that. They beat Brentford 4-0. And Almiron is on fire. He got me 10 points the last week when I got him in, and then I transferred him out and still got 10 points against Tottenham. He seems like an inspired man and he is playing really well. But that's hindsight, guys, but these are the transfers I have made, and I have to just discuss this now. And the overall rank kind of dropped from close to 200k a couple of weeks back, is now around I think 400k, so not like the end of the world or anything like that, and still within touching distance. And so this is what I wanted to talk about last week, guys. And this week, obviously not much decisions to make in terms of my own team. Let me show you what my team looks like. So yeah, this is what my team looks like currently, guys. And yes, the only topic of debate for my own particular team is that whether I should captain Haaland or should I captain Salah. The thing is, I'm still waiting for any early team news. I kind of hope if we get some team news, because Haaland had fever and had a knock on the foot and all that stuff. So it's not black and white as to whether Haaland is going to start or not. So I still have the captaincy on Haaland. If in case I get any information as to Haaland, any early team news, then I'm going to change my captaincy to Salah, because I don't want to take a risk. And Leeds have got too many injuries, guys. A lot of injuries to their key players. I think Sinestra is injured as well. So I'm hoping that Liverpool can put them to the sword. So for this reason, I currently have my vice captaincy on Salah. But if we get the news that Haaland is not starting, I might shift it to Salah as the captaincy. So this was about my own team, my last game week, my upcoming game week, guys. Now let me come back and answer your questions. Hey Sylvester, hey Johan, copyright football videos, hey Light, Sushant, hello guys. So the first question I think I got was from Apex. He said, play Andreas or Mbumo. I think based on form you should play Andreas. I think Andreas is, although Andreas is cheaper than Mbumo, and Mbumo obviously is the more of an attacking player, in terms of what he produces for Brentford. But against Wolves, I'm not sure how they're going to play, especially after they got hammered 4-0 by Aston Villa. So I think on balance, I think you should go for Andreas, my friend. Lightra says, Haaland rumors going around. Not sure what's true right now. Lightra, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the rumors. If we have any news, I think it's going to circulate in the group as well as on Twitter, and I'm going to relay it here as well, so you don't need to worry about that too much, right? I'll let you know if we have any team news. Just stick around until the end of the stream, and if there is any news that is worthwhile, we're sure we're gonna have it. Johan says, would you do Salah to KDB or Gross to Eze if you don't have Zaha? I think Gross to Eze makes more sense to me, Johan. Sushant says Anderson to Saliba and hold Haaland. I think yes. I mean the thing is, you don't need to do Anderson to Saliba unless Anderson is injured or you feel is not gonna play. I think Anderson has a perfectly good fixture. I mean, Saliba is on 4 yellow cards. For all you know, he could pick up a yellow card and then you're gonna be in for another problem. And Crystal Palace have got 3 good fixtures against Southampton, West Ham and Nottingham Forest. So I don't see any reason to sell Anderson, to be honest with you, my friend. Also hold Haaland? Definitely yes. Achitan says, hey, where's Maddison to Saka, Mings to Luke Shaw, or Maddison to Martinelli, Solanke to DCL? Yeah, I mean, I like Maddison to Martinelli and Solanke to DCL more, my friend. Because that way you're getting 2 really good players with good fixtures coming up. Everton has got 3 good fixtures, so I like the second move better than the first one. Although Manchester United have got 3 good fixtures as well. The problem is I'm not sure how much attacking returns Luke Shaw is going to get in that team right now. So I think Delo is much more attacking than Luke Shaw right now, at least to the eye. So yeah. Abhijit says Bom to Foden or Saka. Abhijit, the thing is, if you get Foden, you're getting the uncertainty of a Manchester City or the Pep roulette, but you're getting 3 good fixtures with like 2 home fixtures against Fulham and Brentford. If you get Saka, you're getting a home fixture against Nottingham Forest. But after that, you're getting Chelsea away and Wolves away, which I feel are really tough fixtures, especially because Arsenal's form right now is not the best, It's just, I mean, they lost to PSV. They, they didn't play well against Leeds. They almost dropped points against Southampton. They drew against Southampton. They could have lost. So Arsenal's form is not the best currently. So on basis of if you can kind of, digest the Pep roulette, I say Foden is the one which you can go for. Sylvester says, what to do for Bowen? Plan to transfer him out to Rashford or Almiron? I mean, the problem with Bowen, is that we don't know is gonna start or not. They've got good fixtures, so that's the reason I know why people want to keep him. And the recent news we got was he was running on the grass, although it was light training. So I think he's gonna miss 1 fixture. So if you can afford to kind of keep him through that fixture, then I think it's not a bad bet. But otherwise, you can, if you like need that position in your team and you can't put him on the bench, then I think it's for the best to kind of transfer him out. Lars says -4 to take out Mitrovic and bring in Darwin, possibly captain him if sources say Haaland is out. See, Lars, the thing is, I don't think that's a bad plan. The only problem is, one, you're going to lose a lot of value which is being attached to Haaland. Because sooner rather than later you want to bring Haaland back in your team. So that will mean like losing some value on Haaland, especially if you got him earlier in the season. Second is, if you kind of have Salah, I think that's a perfectly good captaincy option as well. So it's not like you have to bring in Darwin. If you obviously don't own Salah and you don't have any ways to get him, then obviously it's a different story, and then I think Darwin makes more sense for your team. But otherwise, taking a -4 for Mitrovic, who's in perfectly good form, been scoring goals, he scored in both of the 3 games he's played coming back from injury. He scored in all 3 games. I don't see the logic of taking out Mitrovic. He's such a good cheap asset, Mitrovic. I know why you want to take him out, because he has got Manchester City and Manchester United next. But in this game against Everton at home, not sure if you want to take out Mitrovic, my friend. Uh, Sylvester says, I have Foden and Zaha already. Right. Well, then, you can keep him. If you have if you have a place on the bench for him, Sylvester, you can keep him. If not, then yes, I mean, Rashford and Almiron, they're both pretty good options, and will save you some money too. What to do with Zaha? Zaha to Almiron, says Razat. If I was you, I wouldn't do Zaha to Almiron. Zaha's got good fixtures. I mean, I don't see the logic of transferring out Zaha before Southampton, Nottingham Forest. Yes, there is a West Ham fixture sandwiched in between the two, but I mean, look, these are two good fixtures. I mean, I don't see the logic of taking Zaha out. Apex says Firmino to Nunes or just roll the free transfer. Apex, that's a tough question, my friend. I mean, it's not a sideways move in my opinion. I feel that Nunes, when he plays, is a much better option than Firmino, because Nunes is kind of a greedy player. The kind of player which you want in FPL actually, is Nunes. But we're not sure. I'm a little bit concerned whether Firmino's going to start or not. Otherwise, I could have told you to roll the transfer. If you're sure Firmino's going to start, then roll. If you feel that Firmino has a chance to get benched, then you can pull the trigger, bro. Aman says, hey, Wiz, Zaha to Saka or Gomez to White or Trent to Cancelo? I'd say Gomez to White makes the most sense to me, my friend. The thing is, Gomez is not nailed on in that team. Is only in there as long as Ibrahima Konate or Joel Matip is out. The other two players are nailed on for their clubs, and Trent plays against Leeds at home. I wouldn't want to transfer him out. If you want to get Cancelo, I think next week is the time to get him, rather than this. Zara says Pope, Iverson, Cancelo, Trippier, Robertson, Nico Williams, Patterson's back as well. Salah, Trossard, Zaha, Martinelli, Andreas, Haaland, Mitrovic, Tony. 2 free transfers. Don't see any. I mean, you can definitely, there's no glaring holes in that team, my friend. So not sure what you can do there, especially with no money in the bank. Otherwise you could take a punt on Jesus maybe against Nottingham Forest by taking out one of the strikers, but I don't see what you can do. Maybe, if you don't have anything else to do, maybe just I'd say take out maybe Iverson for Ward or something, but I don't know. It's just doesn't. I don't see any transfers that you can make. Maybe Trossard out, but I don't know for who, because there's not many players in that price bracket which I can recommend. Zara. Bikesh says, whom would you choose between Kane and Salah? If you're captaining Haaland, then I'd say, obviously, the one I would choose is the one which I feel is the better captaincy option, which I feel is Salah at this moment in time. The problem with Tottenham right now is they're not producing much creatively. They're not much creative players in that team. With Kulusevski and Richarlison both out, I feel that is going to continue. And the problem is it's hard for Kane to create chances for himself. On the other hand, Salah, I think, a Liverpool team is improving. Salah's improving as well. Scored in the Champions League too. Yeah. Farzid says Solanke, Trossard out, Greenwood, Saka in for a -4. I mean, Greenwood is a player who doesn't play. Saka obviously is good, but next week he's got Chelsea. Why not just take out Trossard for Martinelli, bro? I think and put Solanke on the bench. Hey Todd, I hope you're doing well. Start Andreas or Trossard? That's a tough one. Todd, I think if you have Mitrovic in your team, I'd take a chance take a chance by playing Trossard. The thing is, Graham Potter is coming back to Brighton. I think the players might be motivated to play against Chelsea. Trossard is the kind of a big game player who can produce something in that game. I don't see a big risk in playing Trossard and benching Andreas, especially if you have Mitrovic. then I'd say play Mitrovic and bench Andreas and play Trossard. Vikesh says, if you need to use a chip for your current team, which would you use? Vikesh, I don't understand the like. Honestly, I think my team looks fine to me. I wouldn't use any chip right now. But obviously, if given the choice, I would definitely use a wildcard. You know, it's just much more fun that way. But otherwise, you know, we're gonna get a wildcard in 3 weeks anyway. So currently, I'm happy with how my team looks. You know, wouldn't change much. Babin says, thoughts on Zaha to Saka. I have Martinelli in the team. I'd say just keep Zaha, Babin. No need to do that. No, Zaha's got good fixture as well. And is on penalties as well. Jackson says, shall I move Kane and Andreas to Tony and Foden? Jackson, I don't think you need to do that, bro. Honestly. You can keep Kane plays against Bournemouth, you know. So I don't feel this is the week to move him on. As I told you on Twitter, Jackson, I think from moving on Perisic to Ben White is the best move for your team. Pineapple Pie says start Gomez or Andreas. If I was you, I'd possibly... Man, this is tough. I don't want to recommend a defender. If I was you, I'd start Leeds. Let me see how many players are out for Leeds again. Just give me a second here. I want to give an answer before I check that. There are lots and lots of players out for Leeds. That's what I can tell you right now. Just give me a second. Let me check. I think Sinestra is definitely out. Obviously, Dallas is out since a long time. So, yeah. Rodrigo is out. Or he's, you know, doubt. Sinestra is out. Cooper is out. Gelhardt is out. So they're looking at playing Harrison, Somerville, and Aronson. You know, and they even have to play. Even their midfielders are injured. You know, like, so they're looking to play Rocca and Click in midfield. I mean, you want to start Gomez, you can. You know, otherwise, technically, we always prefer the attacking player, my friend. You know, I always prefer the attacking player. So I would possibly think about Andreas, because Gomez doesn't give you much attacking wise, you know. But this is very difficult one. This you have to, you know, I gave you the pros and cons. You have to decide. Aman says Zaha to Saka or Rashford. I would keep Zaha, my friend. You know. Asset says, hi, Wiz, if Haaland is out, Foden for captain, any suggestion? I mean, you can definitely... The thing is, the Foden captaincy is always, you know, always a problem is the Foden's minutes. You know, I'm not sure how much time he's going to get. You know, we're not sure what's the scene with Haaland. If Haaland doesn't play, how that will impact the entire Manchester City team, how that will impact Foden's returns. That's all up in the air at the moment, my friend. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to call that one. That's the reason I'm just if Haaland, if I get news that Haaland is not starting, there I think we have some news. He says team news and ticks says 10:45 UK time on Instagram or something like that. Maybe he's gonna leak his leak the team on Instagram or something. He's, you know, I think. I'm just gonna try and open his Instagram. I don't have Instagram, so maybe somebody else is gonna have to have a look, guys. I'm gonna share the Instagram here. You know, free promotion for team news and ticks. But anyways, I'm sharing the Instagram here. See, he's gonna leak the team at 10:45. So see if you can kind of have a look at the team and let me know. FPL Sam says news in 30 minutes. FPL Sam is faster than us all. Viz Solanke to Mitrovic. I'd say yes, Sir Froze. Babin says bench Solanke and start Andreas, or transfer Solanke for Tony and bench Andreas. That's a tough one. Let me see Tony's fixtures. Obviously he's got Nottingham Forest away. Then he's got Manchester City. Mixed fixtures. I think this week you can The problem, yeah, I think you can transfer Solanke out to Tony. Yep. You're welcome, Todd. Always welcome, bro. Michael says, Andy, I have no Arsenal players. Am I signing my death warrant? Play Dyer or Solanke? Michael, the problem is, I looked at your team. The problem, I didn't see any way to bring in an Arsenal player. Is the issue, bro? You know. But otherwise, obviously, if you have an Arsenal player against Nottingham Forest, obviously that is desirable. But which Arsenal player are you going to bring in is the issue, because we don't see any obvious holes in your team. Siamin says, should I take Tony or Jesus? Both are on 4 yellow cards. Be careful. Whichever you take, be careful, because they're both on 4 yellow cards. 1 yellow card and they're out for the next game. If I was you, I would possibly take Ivan Toney, Luke Shaw or Ben White. Luke Shaw seems the better option because he's got 3 good fixtures. Arsenal has got 1 really good fixture and 2 a little bit tough ones. Sell Haaland for Kane. Michael, if you don't have too much value associated with Haaland, like you bought him late, then I think why not, take a punt. But if you've got too much value associated with Haaland, then I'd say no, because it'll make it so difficult to get him back. Shaman says, should I take out Zaha for Foden? If I was you, I wouldn't take out Zaha for Foden. Maybe if you've got Jared Bowen, that's the one I'd take out. Zaha, I think, has a good fixture against Southampton. That's the reason. Start Delo or Zaha? I would start Zaha. Rohit says Haaland is not starting, I guess. Well, we'll know for sure in about 30 minutes, my friend. There is an account, Manchester City. Manchester City men or something like that. He's tweeted that this could be the team, or would you be happy with the starting 11? I'm going to share the link of the tweet because I don't want to misguide anybody here, because we don't have any news right now. If I have any news, I'll let you know. This guy FPL Villain says Haaland out, it seems, but I'm not sure how does he have the news for City. He generally has Villa news, this guy. Let's see, guys. Let's wait and watch, right? And meanwhile, let me answer the questions. Light Rays says, is Doherty a sell? If I was you, I'd possibly sell him, yes. Because I'm not sure if he's going to start. Because Emerson Royale is back, I think Conte prefers Emerson Royale over Doherty. I'm not sure though. But if I was you, I would sell him. If Haaland is completely out, are you holding or selling? If Haaland is out, I'm keeping, my friend. I won't sell him. Anis says, thinking of using the wildcard now. Anis, why are you keeping your wildcard for such a long time, bro? You're going to get a wildcard in game week after game week 16 anyway. So what's the logic, bro? Use your wildcard, play an attacking team, take chances. It's just 3 weeks to go until everybody gets a wildcard. So I mean, you should use your wildcard to your advantage. Make a strong attacking team, attack the fixtures, and that's all you can do right now, bro. 3 weeks left. That's all. Use your wildcard now if you haven't. I'm telling you. One more thing which you can do with your wildcard is keep it until game week 16, and use it as a free hit for 1 week. But if I was you personally, I would use it this week. Cinema Crazy says Saka or Kane as captain. If I was you, I'd possibly out of those two, I'll feel more comfortable captaining Kane. Arsenal been hot and cold right now. Not sure how much they can put past Nottingham Forest. Although I expect Arsenal to win. Start Dyer or Solanke. I'm not sure if Solanke is gonna start, my friend. But yeah, if I was you, I'd put try and put Solanke in the team. If he's not playing, then obviously Dyer comes on. It's just a tough one, Michael, because we always prefer the attacker, especially one who's on penalties. Thoughts on bringing in Iwobi? Yeah, I mean, you can bring in Iwobi, Bikesh. Iwobi's got the second most assists in the league this season. I think he's got 5 assists already. Looking very good, Iwobi, but not sure how much we can expect him going forward. But he's been good. You can take a chance. Not a very risky chance anyways, because he's not that expensive. Just a second, guys. I have a drink of water. Babin says Solanke to Tony or Andreas to Rashford, or just start Andreas and roll. I'd say Solanke to Tony. You're always welcome, Michael, bro. Edward says, I think Haaland will be benched and Alvarez will be given a chance. Well, that happens. We're going to get some early team news. And I'm just going to captain Salah. That's all. By the way, guys, the Emma at Jump the Wave. Hang on, let me go to Twitter and show you, rather than calling it. Emma at the rate of Jump the Wave on Twitter. She does fan predictions every week. Very useful, by the way, guys. And let me hang on. Where are the predictions? I think she just posted about Liverpool. Sorry, guys. I should have opened it before. I want to search it right now, but just give me a second. I'm looking for the Liverpool lineups here. Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool. Especially with people who were talking about Firmino. The fans, they expect, 84% of the fans expect Firmino to start. Only 13% expect Carvalho to start. So the ones who have Firmino, I think they should be, pretty confident that at least Firmino is gonna start. Look at the Manchester City ones as well. If that helps somebody, just give me a second here. Chelsea. Second, guys. Manchester City. Look, Haaland 69%, Alvarez 31%. So even the fans are divided. They don't know what's going to happen here between Haaland and Alvarez. They're sure that Foden is going to start though. So that's something to go on, by the way. Anyways, let's wait for the news, guys. Let's not dwell on too much on rumors and stuff. And, FPL Sam says, Captain locked and loaded. The Egyptian King Mo Salah. Well... That's good. If I get the news Haaland is not starting, then Salah is going to be my captain as well. One last dance, Mo Salah. Anis says, I had a good team, so thought of using the wildcard as a free hit in game week 16. How are the moves? Yeah, that's, again, I told you that's a possibility as well, bro. The moves. Rodrigo to Rashford, Cucurella to Dello, Neko to Patterson, Firmino to Nunes. Yeah. The moves look okay to me, my friend. Rodrigo's injured. Cucurella not doing too much. Dello obviously got good fixtures. Neko to Patterson's fit again. Yeah, I like the moves. No problem with the moves. Zara says thinking of transferring out Robertson, who would be a good replacement for 6.8 million. Zara against Leeds, I would keep Robertson, to be honest with you. If you want to transfer him out next week. Not this week. Rafa Rezat says, hi bro, start Gehi or Trent Alexander-Arnold White. I would start Trent Alexander-Arnold, bro. No questions asked. I mean, I would start actually Trent and White both. I expect Arsenal to keep a clean sheet against Forest, and I do expect Trent Alexander-Arnold to play against Leeds and play well. Barnes to Saka is my obvious thing to do now. Captain Salah again, hopefully something. Yep, looks good to me, bro. Babin says, what's your transfer plan? Babin, I think I'm going to roll a transfer. No transfers to be made in my team. Odin captain. I mean, if you're sure about the minutes and if you're sure about Manchester City's performance without Foden, then you can definitely take a chance, my friend. If like Haaland doesn't start, I'm not sure how that impacts them as a team, as a shape. Alvarez is not the same type of a player. He's more like a false nine than a striker. Like he's more of a different type of a striker than Haaland, let's say. So I'm not sure how they're gonna play. So if you want to take a chance with Foden, definitely. Personally, I'm gonna go with Salah. That's just how I always am. If I was gonna make Salah my vice captain, and if my captain doesn't start, then Salah has to be my captain. Kane captain is definitely a good shout as well against Bournemouth. even though Kane has not been getting big hauls this season, he's still been consistent in getting lots of points. Lots of consistent points. He's been taking over. 1 goal, like 10 points, 8 points every game. I think that's pretty good enough. Especially in such an uncertain week when you don't know whether Haaland's going to play or not. If you have the opportunity to captain Kane, why not? Early captain jinx. Remember, guys. Yes, I remember Salah. That was an early captain jinx as well. Bowen to Saka or Martinelli. I mean, if you have the funds, then definitely go for Saka because he's on penalties as well. And recently, I think Saka's form has been better than Martinelli. Don't you ever try to be clever. Many suffers, Captain Salah. That is true. That is true. If you captain Foden, you have you're playing against the Mahatma Gandhi's curse, guys. The early kickoff curse by Mahatma Gandhi. Anyways, we'll see what happens. But last time we went against went against that curse. We captained Salah against Nottingham Forest. You all know what happened, right? I mean last week, not this week. Well, this week as well, Foden is early kickoff. So if anybody wants to captain Foden, then you have to go against the early kickoff curse, my friend. By the way, it's just we're still half an hour away from the deadline, guys. We're still waiting for team news and ticks to kind of give us the leaked lineup. We've got through a lot of questions, it seems, this week. Team news and ticks. This is Buna. I'm definitely sure this is Buna. How did he have his team new and ticks? My God, this Buna guy is again at it. He's saying not gonna talk about it here. Don't captain Foden, guys. No. Rafa and Reza is too scared of the early captain curse anyway. So yeah, I mean for anybody who's worried about Saka versus Martinelli, I have something for you. I can show you exactly how they stack up against each other in terms of stats and stuff. So yeah, fantasy football fix stats help a lot in terms of this, Yeah. On the left hand side, guys, is Saka, and on the right is Martinelli, although it should have been opposite. I'd say let's put Saka on the right and Martinelli on the left. Makes more sense. So yeah, Martinelli is on the left now, Saka's on the right. Let's see the shots. Both have taken similar shots, but look at speculative shots by Martinelli is much more than by Saka. Even the chances, like the high XG chances of Saka are much more. Look at the big circles, the big green circles. Martinelli takes more speculative shots than Saka, and Saka takes shots from much closer to the penalty spot. Martinelli takes them a little bit farther away. Average position I think should be similar for both Martinelli and Saka. It is similar, average position. Attempted assists, obviously they both got 20, so there's not much to choose between them, but I'd say Saka's mostly, as you can see, is on corners as well. Martinelli is mostly just on the flanks. He does take some corners, but he's taking less and less now. Looking at the per 90, even the overall stats, 4 goals for both. Martinelli is less XG than Saka. Total shots same, shots on target similar, shots in the box obviously. Saka's taken less overall shots but more shots in the box. Saka's got 4 assists, Martinelli's got 2. Saka's got 4 assists from an XA of 1 and Martinelli's got expected goal assists of 2 from expected assists of 2.68. So people are missing chances when Martinelli creates them as compared to Saka. So I'd say there's not much to choose between them, guys. I think Saka's taking shots from a better position. Taking almost same amount of shots, but Saka's taking his shots from better positions. Martinelli is creating more, but the chances he's creating may not be that good quality because people are not finishing them, although Martinelli's got the highest XA out of the two. But as you can see, if looking at these, I would definitely select Saka. And recently Saka is improving and Martinelli is going down, so that might as well be in consideration. FPL Jack says, hey Wiz, is Nunes starting? I think Nunes should start, my friend. Yes. Bowen to Saka or Martinelli? Stan, I think I should have answered your question by that comparison. Uh, I think Sonunez is going to start FPL Jug, yeah. Zara says, by the way, Trossard and Zaha, would you recommend transferring any of them out for Saka? If you have the money, then I think you can transfer out Trossard for Saka. Because even though Trossard is playing against Graham Potter's Chelsea, I think Saka's got a good fixture against Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. They drew against Southampton. I think it's a must-win game for Arsenal, especially after losing to PSV Eindhoven in midweek. And Arsenal's performance was absolutely pathetic. They could have easily lost by 3 or 4 goals against Eindhoven. Cody Gakpo and this other guy, Xavi Simons, they actually dominated the midfield, and they played really well. A couple of goals were called offside against Arsenal as well. So I think they're not in good form, Arsenal, but they need to win. And if they need to win, I think Saka and Martinelli have to step it up. So yes, this seems like a good transfer to me. Zara definitely does. Any guys, if you have any news, please let me know. Breaking: Conor Gallagher starts for Chelsea today. All right, so we have at least some news about Chelsea, guys. So yeah, so they're saying that Conor Gallagher starts for Chelsea. This guy is pretty reliable, by the way, guys, when it comes to Chelsea news, or leaked news in general, not Chelsea news, but leaked news in general. So he says Conor Gallagher is going to start. I'm not sure if anybody needs this information right now, but excuse me, guys. If Nunes starts, I might get him for Tony and captain him too. Well, I feel like that's totally fine, my friend. I think he's going to start though. Yep. Lee says Zaha or Saka. I can't decide. Lee, what do you mean? Like, you still want to bring one of them in? Or, because if you have both, then you obviously have to start both, Zaha has better fixtures over the run of 3 games which are left. He's plays against Southampton and Nottingham Forest, and has got a game against West Ham United sandwiched in between the two. Saka, on the other hand, has got one really good fixture against Nottingham Forest this week, but then he's got Chelsea away and Wolves away, which I'm not sure are good fixtures for Arsenal. Especially, I think the players are getting fatigued. World Cup couldn't come soon for Arsenal players, It's just, they're tired, I think. They need to bolster their squad in Germany, in January. What am I saying, guys? I'm sorry. They need to bolster their squad in January if they want to stand any chance of, challenging for the title. Patterson or Nico Williams? I would go with Patterson, my friend. Lee says, I have Zaha. Should I transfer in Saka? If you have Zaha, I would keep Zaha, bro. I don't think you need to transfer in Zaha or Saka in place of Zaha. Better if you take out somebody else and get Martinelli. That way you'll have Arsenal cover as well. But because I think Zaha's got decent fixtures, I don't think you need to kind of take out Zaha. Look, I mean, he's playing against Southampton at home. He's on penalties. At home against Wolves, he scored a goal. Played okay this season. 5 goals, 1 assist. I think you can keep Zaha, my friend. Not sure you need to take him out for Saka. That's just my opinion. Yes, this game week, obviously, we expect Saka to score more points, but we have to also kind of see whether you can save the transfer, whether you can kind of get, more value out of Zaha over the next 3 game weeks as compared to Saka. So if you look at the long run, I think Zaha can easily match Saka. No need to transfer him out. That'll save you a transfer as well. That's just my opinion, by the way, my friend. So guys, we're waiting and waiting. I think we're close to the team news. Hopefully, somebody will at least let me know whether this guy posts on Instagram. Team news and ticks. Let's see what happens. If we don't get any Haaland news, guys, by the way, Salah is my captain. If we don't get any Haaland news, if no news about Haaland comes out, still I'll captain Salah. The only way I'm captaining Haaland is if I get the news that Haaland is starting. Otherwise, I will not captain Haaland. Sylvester says put Gehi or Andrea first on the bench. I have Gaita starting, no Mitrovic. I would put Andreas first on the bench, Sylvester. If you have Gaita, I think you covered for the Crystal Palace defense. I don't think you need to double up on them anyway. Sam Martin. Oh, come on. Erling Haaland is not include. Who is this guy, guys? Erling Haaland is not included in the squad to play at Leicester, he says. I don't even know who this is. Who is this guy? He's a verified, so it can't be Buna. Guys, I'm sharing the tweet with you. You can have a look for yourselves, you know. I'm spamming my own goddamn chat with links from other guys' tweets. I don't know whether this is the right thing to do or not, but I have to share the information. Anna says, who to start, Gehi or Trippier? I would start Trippier, my friend. 100%. I would start Trippier. Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm, just trying to find out some information if Haaland starts or not. Otherwise, I would just change my captaincy to Salah and relax. Don't wanna, be. Actually, if I captain Salah, then I'd say vice captain should be on Foden. No point in putting it on Haaland. If we are not captaining him, what's the point of putting a vice captain on him? Make no sense to me. So yeah. Anyways, let's just stay here, talk about stuff, and let's wait and watch as to what happens. If we get any news, I think FPL and the others in the chat will definitely inform us, because that's all what we're waiting for, essentially. It's just people impersonating each other. Salah versus Mount. No comparison there, bro. Salah. Wartenacia says Shaw or White. I think Shaw should be the one to go for based on the 3 good fixtures he has before the World Cup. Ben White has got Nottingham Forest at home, which I think is a really good fixture. But after that, he's got Chelsea and Wolves away, which I don't like. So based on the overall comparison, I like Shaw more than Ben White. If Cancelo and Haaland leak is out, then third bench injured. Ben White or something more exciting. Cancelo is not going to be out, I think Cancelo is going to play, my friend. Faz says Cancelo start any news. We're waiting for the news, bro. As soon as we get any news, I'll let you know. You just have to bide your time, guys, because he said he's going to give the news at 10:45. So I think it's like 4 minutes to go until we get the news, hopefully. Looking at Chelsea's fixtures, do you recommend any players? Siddhant, the problem is with Graham Potter, you hardly knows who's going to start. He's been giving chances to Broja, Aubameyang, Sterling, sometimes, even Pulisic is back into the fold. I think Mount is the only one which I would really consider, because he's been a consistent fixture in his team. Other than that, I just don't... the only players I'm really interested in from Chelsea are Kepa Arrizabalaga and Mason Mount. That's the only one. Those are the only ones which I'm really interested in. Pritain says, I don't have Salah. From Saka, Martinelli, Jesus and Kane, who should I captain? If I was you, I'd possibly captain Kane. If I had those options, Pritain, I would captain Kane, bro. Definitely would captain Kane. I don't feel comfortable captaining Saka. Yeah, Saka is a good player. He's on penalties for Arsenal and everything, but just because he's not a premium asset, it just feels not right captaining him, Also, Arsenal are not in the best of form right now. Even against PSV Eindhoven, if you see the second half, they all came on. Gabriel Jesus came on. Saka came on. Thomas Partey came on. By the end, Arsenal were almost playing their first team, but to no avail. They lost to PSV Eindhoven. Fair and square, they lost. Aaron says, Wiz, bring in Saka and Foden for Mount and Trossard. Sounds good. Well, yeah, that's that sounds decent to me, my friend. Yeah, that's definitely sounds good to me. Is there a problem with my connection? Because my stream is showing me some kind of stream issues. What's wrong? Guys, can you hear my voice properly? I don't know why this is keep showing me like some problem with the stream. What happened here? Please give me your feedback. Just let me know whether you can hear my voice properly or not, guys. So I can relax a bit. No Kane captain vote, Chief. I'm sorry. I should have put him in there. Since I don't own him, I kind of totally forgot about him to put him in. I don't own Saka, but at least I own an Arsenal player. So yeah, I think I just forgot about it, bro. Definitely Kane deserves a shout. Let's do another one, quick one. It was lagging now, but it's good. I think yeah, there's a problem with the internet, bro. Salah, Haaland, KDB, Foden. So I'll just ask all of them in the same one. Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, and then I'll ask Kane here. So now, see if you can. Gasemi says it was lagging, but it's fine. No, thank you so much for updating me. So Gasemi says, shall I captain Martinelli, Saka, De Bruyne, Mitrovic, or Almiron? If I was you, bro, I would think about captaining De Bruyne or Saka out of those options. Ashish says, should I start Perisic or Mings? I don't think Perisic is going to start, bro. According to Paul O'Keefe, who gives his predictions on Twitter, he said that he doesn't expect Perisic to start. I guess I have to go with with Mount over Salah. I don't want a -4. Well, if you don't want a -4, that's fine. I think Salah's got a good fixture. You know, I think he's a highly desirable asset, especially this week. Ashish says, I already answered that. So Subhajit says, I have Dyer. Hopefully, I think he should start. Should roll the transfer or do Dyer to White Gomez? I think you can keep Dyer, to be honest with you. But if you have a free transfer and you don't have any other problems or fires to put out in your team, getting White makes sense as well, because I expect him to get a clean sheet. Hang on, let me show you the tweet by Paul O'Keefe, in which he actually in which he predicted his lineups. So you can follow this guy. You know, he makes very good predictions. Look here, he expects Dyer to start, he expects Davies, Romero, but he doesn't expect Doherty to start. Neither does he expect Perisic to start. In fact, he expects Lucas Moura, Kane, and Son to be the front three of Tottenham against Bournemouth. So he does these predictions every week, guys. If you want, you can follow him. He's a pretty reliable person to kind of follow. Any Haaland news? We're waiting for the Haaland news, Rohit. Hopefully gonna be with us soon. Refusion says, is Haaland playing? Refusion, just give me a second. This guy's gonna post it on his Instagram. We're waiting for him to post it. As soon as he posts it, we'll have the news. FPL Sam and the others are gonna look. He's posted team news and ticks. Is this the real one? Yeah. So he's posted on Instagram. Please, if you can open it and let me know, because I don't have Instagram. See if you can click on this and you can open this team and let me know what becomes. I don't even know how to copy this link. But anyways, just try and see it and open it and let me know what becomes of this. What does he say about the team? I'm waiting, guys. Please let me know. We need this news and then we can decide our teams really, really quickly. Insta post a bust. Do you think Almiron is gonna do good? Yeah, I think Almiron is gonna do fine. Yes, I do expect him to do well. Almiron. Guys, what's wrong with my connection today? I don't know what's wrong with my connection today. Something's up with my internet. Have you made your transfer, guys? I've got 2 fiber optic connections and still not able to stream properly. I don't know what am I supposed to do now. I hope I'm back, guys. Haaland say what? No Haaland or Foden. Insanity. What? No, please. Really? No Haaland or Foden, eh? Whoa, guys, this is bad. What to do now? This is insanity. What's what happened to Foden? God damn it! Can't have a peaceful week, are we? Should I start Harrison Reed or Mings? I think Harrison Reed scored a couple of goals, guys. All right, now we need to kind of think about. Oh man, Refusion. I haven't made my transfers, but I think I might have to because Foden's out. They say. The problem is, guys, if I kind of transfer out Foden to bring in Saka next week, he plays against Chelsea. That doesn't make any sense. What the hell, man? Not 1 week goes by, without this nonsense. Foden to Saka. I don't want to do this transfer actually, but the thing is, it's. Shall I start Andries over Haaland? I'm just gonna put Haaland in my team, bro. I don't really, if Haaland comes on, then fine. If he's not in the squad, then Andries is gonna come in anyway. This Haaland Foden news, it is legit. I don't know, but I mean the team news and Tix has always given us legit team news, So be careful. I mean, but I think this is the right news, guys. I definitely think this is the right news. Foden. Oh man. Yeah, now everybody's reporting it. I mean, we can do Saka. Viz, if I am you, I won't transfer Foden out. I know, my friend, but the thing is, can this nonsense end already? I mean, come on. Who else? Saka's the only one actually really to go for. There's nobody else to be honest with you. I mean, if I had the money, obviously I could have thought about other options, but no. What the? Trossard. No, not for me, Trossard. Bruckshot, I don't want to go with Trossard, bro. Hi Wizard, is this your final lap? No, no my friends, not final. I brought in Foden for a hit last week. What the hell, man? I do not understand why is he dropping Foden? The thing is, if I take out Foden for Saka, next week I mean they play against Chelsea, Foden is not in the first 11 now. So if I bring in Saka next week again, they play against Chelsea, I'm gonna have to take him out for Foden again. It's just a hokey cokey all the time, going on the same. Oh, god damn it. Manchester United. I mean, long term, you could say a Manchester United player is better than Saka if you want to keep him for 3 weeks. For example, somebody like Anthony. I'm not even sure. Never thought about the possibility of Foden benching. It's like kind of hit me right now, guys. So I have to make a transfer, or because Haaland being out and Foden being out, that means like I'm down to like playing either Neco Williams or Dunk. That's not gonna happen. Although I think Foden does come in from the bench. That's what I feel against Leicester. He does come in from the bench, Foden. But tough. What's the full team news? Do we have the full team news? Haaland and Foden do not start. Man, oh man. Yeah, Nunez is expected to start, yes. Is De Bruyne still a good captain now, Haaland and Foden? Definitely, definitely. I think against Leicester, De Bruyne is definitely a good captaincy option. I think even more so because he would now be on penalties as well. Oh man. Always. Foden first bench or Botman? If I was you, if you're putting Foden on the bench, Haaland and Foden are out, my friend. Whereas I don't have Salah, who should I captain? If you have Kane, then captain Kane. If you don't have Kane either, then you can think about captaining Saka. Todd says I just traded Haaland for Kane. Wow, that's a good move, my friend. The thing is, Todd, if you don't have too much value associated with Haaland, you know, then it's easier to take him out. For me, I'm gonna lose 0.4 million. It's gonna be hard to bring him back in, you know. And there's no chance that you can not like bring him in later. Saka. So if I bring in Saka, I don't want to play him against Chelsea at all. You know, like it's gonna be horrible. Man, I was thinking I'm gonna play at some attacking moves before the end of the season, but these Haaland is not starting, Lee. Neither is Foden. I'm gonna bench. I'm not gonna bench Foden. Like I'm gonna take him out for somebody. I think Andreas is gonna start anyway. If Haaland is not starting, then Andreas is gonna come in anyway. So it doesn't make any difference to me. I think let's see it. What happens, guys? Next week will come when next week comes. Out Foden, in Saka confirmed. Don't overthink. Haaland first. Haaland, Salah captain. Saka vice captain. Let's see it. I took him out for goddamn Almiron last week for a hit, and Almiron scored 10 points and Foden scored 2. Or even 1, I think. I don't even know. And now he doesn't play against Leicester. And this is just insane. I've had enough. I'm taking Foden out for Saka. Let's see against Nottingham Forest. What if the leak is wrong or mistaken? It doesn't matter if the leak is wrong or mistaken. Then you know it would be on me to believe on that leak, my friend. It's okay. I trust. Andreas Pereira is going to come in again in place of Haaland the Great. So Salah's my captain. Saka's my vice captain. Yeah, I guess this is the team I have to go for now, guys. Let's hope for the best. This is my final team, guys. For all of those who were asking, this is now my final team. Nunez or Salah against Leeds. If I had both, I would captain Salah. Thoughts on Trippier captain? I really don't have any thoughts about Trippier captain. Honestly, I don't really captain defenders, bro. It's hard for me to call that. Foden, Barnes out for Saka and Martinelli or Saka and Gordon. Saka and Martinelli seems good to me. Fadzali, I mean Gordon, yes. But the thing is with DCL back, I think his attacking returns will be limited. Do Saka to Foden? No. Foden is out. Foden's not even starting. Don't do Saka to Foden. Keep Saka. No thoughts, bro. Almiron captain. If you want to take a chance, you take a chance. Otherwise, you know, it's like now the captaincy is all up in the air. If you have KDB, captain KDB. If you have Kane, captain Kane. If you have Salah, captain Salah. But other than that, if you have Saka, you can think about captaining Saka as well. Other than that, the captaincy is up in the air. Now you can like take a little bit of a risk. I'm going with Salah, guys. I'm not changing my captain no matter what happens. I'm going to refresh my team for everybody to see my way. What is happening to FPL now? I just refreshed and it's boom. The servers have gone. What the hell, guys? Temporary error, guys. Oh my god. Ho, ho, ho. Wow. Wow, guys. Guys. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity now. I'm telling ya, this is insanity. Oh god. What's happening to FPL? I think the servers have gone, guys. I can't open it. Mate, the sites have crashed and I'm not even sure if I saved my team. What am I supposed to do here? God damn. Come on. What the this is oh man. This is crazy, right? Can't be happening again. I'm on live stream. You gotta think about me at least. Oh god. No. No. It's not working, guys. Not working. I'm refreshing it again and again. It's just not working. Temporary error, server error, whatever the hell it is saying. Yes, now the game is updating. God damn you guys. Oh man. This is gonna be crazy, right? Shit. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely insane. Let the world fire. George, I don't know. The game's updating now, but before it said the servers crashed. I mean, FPL is like on dial-up or something. These servers, guys. I mean, how can they? Like 8 million people, like more than 10 million people playing this game, and they have absolutely crap servers. It's just not done. Just not done, FPL. Come on. Whoa. I mean, the late team news coming in, and that the team news was so important. I mean, you know, like Haaland not starting is a big team news right now, and then, you know, like everybody just jumped in with the transfers and the servers could not take it. Well, Pep has thrown us all. Deadline is passed. Couldn't play my wildcard. Oh, Anis couldn't play his wildcard. Well, Anis, then you have to go for the game week 16 wildcard, bro. We had the same team. I think just Gaita and Pope are different. Well, Fadzali, I hope they do well, bro. I just hope my team got saved. I was just refreshing it for everybody to see, you know, and I don't even know if my team got saved or not. Todd says no choice but to Zen. Yeah, absolutely Zen. Todd, I think the FPL gods, they love my trumpets, right? From out of nowhere, they kinda give us situations in which the trumpets have to come out and the treble is on full flow. Ho. Well, I thank God I actually made my transfer. You know. EPL servers are a joke. I agree with that. I need a miracle now. If Saka scores big, it might be over for me. App was down 10 minutes before the deadline. I have Andreas captain, says Aaron. Wow. That is insanity. Wow. Look at this, guys. Aaron, Alicia in our chat. He says, I've got Andreas as captain. Andreas Pereira. Wow. What more stories we might hear this week. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Fadzali says got time for predictions. Yeah, we can do predictions, Fadzali. It's not a big L, Aaron. Wait and watch. Andreas Pereira is gonna be the hero. You know, the hero you deserve, but you don't know that you needed. Don't worry about it. All right, let's do predictions, guys. Let's wait for the predictions. Obviously, this is not my team. This is my previous team before I made my transfers. So this is the previous page which I had already opened, so I'm not going to mess with it. Just going to go straight and talk about the predictions, guys. Wow. What drama at the end. So many people would have suffered, guys, by the way, I can tell you that. Fadli says, managed to transfer Saka and Martinelli for Band and Foden on the app. It buffer at first success. I hope it went through. Or Aaron, Andreas hat-trick is coming. Jirit says, think I got Ben White in and Salah captain, Tony vice-captain before it died. Nice. Everyone is saying Foden is starting? What? No. Come on, George. No, it's not starting. We had the news before. I don't understand. Where is Foden starting? I don't see the news on Twitter. No, I don't. I think Foden is not starting. Neither is Haaland, my friend. I think Mahrez is gonna start at this rate. Anyways, let's see what happens. 8 games tonight are insane. I agree with that. I'm actually not well. I've given my blood sample to test for dengue. I've been having a slight fever, guys. So hopefully the blood test comes all right and I can watch the games in peace, knowing that I captain Salah, knowing that I have Saka and Martinelli in my team. FPL Jug says, did the FPL website just crash? Well, Jug, you missed all the fun on the FPL Wizard channel. We were having a blast. Blast from the past. It might be trolls, but I saw on the Let's Talk FPL team. I don't know. I don't think he's going to start, bro. I honestly don't. We had the leak before the FPL servers. Actually, the leak was the reason the FPL servers went down, So I don't think he starts. So guys, let's get through with the predictions. I think, let's, the City game is basically Cancelo for all of us. Agree with some people might own Kevin De Bruyne, but that's about it. So guys, all right, let's start with the predictions. Get your predictions in. Let's try to normalize things a bit. It's too much rush of adrenaline. So yeah. Leicester versus Manchester City. Yeah, this is the game we are supposed to talk about, right? So Haaland or Foden are not starting. I think Alvarez, Mahrez, Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne, they would all start. Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Rodri. So yeah, I think this is going to be the midfield. In my opinion, I think City wins this game easily. As Leicester been struggling this season. I think City easily wins this game. If City are having any problems, I think they can easily bring off Foden from the bench. They've got a really good replacement on the bench in case they need to kind of change things up a little. Not sure if Haaland will be on the bench. If Haaland is on the bench, then they can definitely bring him on as well. So yeah. Able to hold till team news with. I'll try, Fadzali. I'll try, bro. Let's see if I can. So I think City wins this 3-1. I feel Leicester scores. I feel Maddison has a chance to score. I think Maddison always kind of does well against City and the big teams in general since the past, I think, few months or even the past 1 year. I think he's done well against City in general and against the big teams. So I think Maddison can score 1 goal, but I think City will be too good for Leicester to stop. I think 3-1 to City. Give me your predictions, guys. Let's see what you think is going to happen. Barry says 2-1 to City. So Barry as well expects City to concede. That's interesting. So Barry agrees with me that City going to concede. FPL Sum says City 2, Leicester 0. So FPL Sum doesn't think that City are going to concede. So no Maddison points for anybody today, according to FPL Sum. Anyways, let's move forward. I'll read your predictions as they come. So next is Bournemouth versus Spurs. I think this game is going to be interesting. Bournemouth initially after Parker left, I think they were good. They won a few games. They got a few unexpected points, Bournemouth, but I think eventually they're gonna fault, because they don't have depth on their bench. A couple of injuries, and I think Bournemouth are gonna struggle. I think Spurs are gonna win this game. I think Bournemouth scores, but I think Spurs are gonna win. I don't think Perisic starts. I don't think Doherty starts in this game. In my opinion, Spurs are gonna win this game. Maybe I'd say 3-1 again. I don't know. For some reason 3-1 seems to be the right score to me. Todd says, just for peace of mind, I went back and looked at your stream. You confirmed the Foden to Saka transfer, but I believe Haaland is still your vice captain. Thank you so much, Todd, for taking the pain to kind of go back and confirming it. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. And I'm happy that my transfer went through. I appreciate that, bro. So guys, I managed to make that transfer, but apparently Haaland is still my vice captain. Not that bad, huh? If Salah starts, it's gonna be okay. Barry says 1-0 to Bournemouth. That is very interesting. Todd says 1-0 to Spurs. FPL Sum says 1-2 to Spurs. Son red card. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. But I don't think too many people have Son, but that's gonna be interesting nevertheless. I hope Zaha does something, says Fadzali. Definitely, Zaha, we need Zaha to do something, right? 22% owned, a good asset. So I think Spurs gonna win this game. Yeah, I think 2-1 seems like a fair scoreline as well. Spurs scoring 2 and Bournemouth scoring 1. But I feel Bournemouth is gonna score. Maybe Billing or somebody just can score against Spurs. Brentford versus Wolves. Guys, I think this game is gonna be very interesting. This game is going to be very interesting because Brentford lost 4-0 to Aston Villa last week. It was unexpected. Brentford were playing well. Aston Villa were they recently had sacked Stevie G. I don't know what happened that day. Like, what was the entire chemistry change of the team? Like, Danny Ings looked sharp. Watkins scored a typical Watkins goal after 3 or 4 misses and deflections, whatnot. But I think Aston Villa was looking good against Brentford. Now I think Thomas Frank would want to bounce back. But again, it's hard to bounce back against a team which plays mostly a defensive brand of football. So it's going to be an interesting game. I predict a 1-1 draw between Brentford and Wolves. Honestly, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I would love to read your predictions. Fadzali says 3-0 to Brentford and a Tony brace. I would absolutely love that. Just hope he doesn't celebrate by taking off his goddamn t-shirt so that he gets another yellow card. He's already on 4 yellows. Lightre says 2-0 to Brentford. Barry says 2-0 to Brentford. FPL Sam says, I remember the pain when Son got red cards versus Bournemouth. I remember that as well. I think I had him. If Brentford score, it has to be Tony. That's true. He's the talisman. Jug says, I was here all along. Wiz came back from work, changed, had lunch, and then was watching the mayhem. Went in to make my transfer with 2 minutes left and failed. Man, oh man, Jugs. I'm so sorry for that, bro. I apologize. Brentford 1-0. The trend of clean sheets continues. Wow. Interesting. I mean, I'm the only one who expect Wolves to score. Everybody, Barry, Light, Fadzali, Todd, they all expect Brentford to keep a clean sheet. Raya, huh? So you expect Raya to keep a clean sheet? That's interesting. FPL Sam has the same prediction as me. For a change, 1-1 Brentford Wolves. Gonna be very interesting to watch. Very, very interesting to watch this game. Alright. Brighton versus Chelsea, guys. I think this game is very interesting. Not in terms of the teams which are participating, but in terms of the narrative. The narrative is going to be that Graham Potter is going to go back to Brighton, and how the fans are going to receive him, how the players of Brighton are going to respond. They're gonna want to win against their previous team. That's going to be the narrative in this game. I think it's going to be Graham Potter going back to Brighton is going to be a very good narrative to watch the game, to analyze how the players and the fans, they respond in general to in general how they respond to his going back to the MX. So I think that's going to be a very interesting game to watch. Potter going back to Brighton 2-1 Chelsea. To be honest, Chelsea doesn't look good at all. I expect them to dominate against United, but they were poor. Lucky they even get a draw, if only. Wow, interesting. Barry says 2-2. Interesting. Fadli says United take their chances, could be 2-3-0. United. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I think yeah. I mean, Chelsea weren't good. I think one half United were better, and in the other half I think Chelsea were better. That's to be fair to United as well and to be Chelsea as well. I don't know what's wrong with my stream tonight. Let me try and change the internet again. I don't know. I think it's something with Streamlabs. It's not with my internet because I've tried changing both my fiber optic connections and it's still somehow lagging the stream. Just let me know when I'm back, guys, because I hope I'm back soon, because this wasn't a good stream today because of the internet. Oh, I'm back. Thank you so much for telling me. So yeah, guys, the narrative of Potter to Brighton is going to be interesting. Even the United game, I think one half Chelsea were better than United, the other half United were better. So it was a fair game. I think draw was an okay-ish result for both teams, especially for Arsenal, which I really enjoyed. But so yeah, I think Brighton and Chelsea, they're going to draw this game. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Either if something happens, if Brighton can pull off a victory, this would be so interesting. I would love it if Brighton can pull off a victory in this game. But I feel it's going to be a draw, kind of a draw, scoring draw, but a draw. The next one, guys, Crystal Palace versus Southampton. Southampton. If you watch the game against Arsenal, guys, all right, I know I'm an Arsenal fan. You all know I'm an Arsenal fan. But the amount of fouls on Gabriel Jesus, which Southampton made and which the referee did not call, I feel it was absolutely atrocious. Yes, Gabriel Jesus missed a couple of really good chances to score and to kill the game off. But I mean, look at the fouls Lianco was making on Jesus and this other defender whose name I cannot take. They were fouling Gabriel Jesus all over the park, and I don't know what the referee was doing in that game. It was not that Southampton were really good in that game. Arsenal really dominated the first half, but I don't know. But this game, I think Palace is going to have enough to beat Southampton, especially at Selhurst Park. I think Palace are okay, and Southampton away from home are not that good. I'd say Zaha is going to score. I hope Gehi keeps a clean sheet. So let's see how this game goes. Let me predict a 2-0 in this game. Fadli says Foden is such a waste of transfer, regret it more than the Trossard one. Well, it happens, bro. It's a part and parcel of the game. Todd says 2-0. Zaha goal. Barry says 2-1. Lightre says 2-1 as well. Fadli says triple Palace for me. Gehi, Gaita and Zaha 2-0 something at least. That would be interesting, my friend. That would definitely be interesting. Excuse me. That would be interesting. 3 Palace players and 2 defenders, huh? So I think Palace win this game 2-0. Newcastle versus Aston Villa. This game I would be very interested to watch how this game goes. What is the narrative that plays out in this game? Aston Villa were really good against Brentford after the Stevie G sacking. So what, the players were not playing for Stevie G? Had he lost the dressing room? Why did they, immediately after he got sacked, why did they win against Brentford 4-0? And Newcastle have been playing really well and they beat Spurs. Guys, they beat Spurs at their own stadium. Newcastle is not a team to be taken lightly now. They've been playing really well. I think Eddie Howe is getting them to play really well. The players they've signed, the money they've spent, players like Bruno Guimaraes, they're coming to the fore. Even Miguel Almiron, I mean, I always used to think of him as a lightweight player. Players could just bump him off the ball, but he's beginning to show his quality. The goal he scored against Spurs were really good as well. Even Kieran Trippier and all the players that is signed, they're good. I think Newcastle gonna win this game. I think they might concede, which is, I have to say this with a heavy heart because I own both Kieran Trippier as well as Nick Pope. But I feel Newcastle might concede, but they will win this game 3-1. I'm going to predict 3-1 to Newcastle. Let's see what you guys have to say. Todd says 2-1. Barry says 2-0 to Newcastle. Fadli says 2-1 just to wipe the Pope clean sheet. Trippier returns though. That's wishful thinking more than prediction, but I get it. Lightre says 2-0 to Newcastle. Almiron took it personally when Grealish talked about Almiron last season. Well, he should. He should take it personally. I mean, you know what Grealish said? Mahrez was playing like an Almiron. It's not a good thing to say about your colleague or another player, especially when Jack Grealish has been absolutely shite since joining Manchester City. 100 million player and can't even get in the team. He was the talisman at Aston Villa. Everything went through him. As soon as he went to City, he's just not the same player anymore. I don't want to be saying that about any players or slandering any players here, but hasn't been good, Grealish, and he doesn't have any right to badmouth anybody. So anyways, let's move on. I'm not here to make general comments about football and antagonize any fans. Fulham versus Everton. I think I think both teams are going to score, especially with DCL back. Mitrovic, Pereira, DCL, Iwobi, I think they're going to be the key players for their teams. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. I think both teams are going to score, and I think it's going to be a draw. It's going to be a very interesting game to watch. They're both feisty teams. They're both trying to win. It's going to be very interesting to watch this game. But I predict a 2-2 draw. So Todd agrees with me. Todd says 2-2 to Fulham and Everton. FPL Sam says no Haaland in the squad today. Foden and Mahrez on the bench. Front three, Bernardo, Alvarez, Grealish. What the hell? That's crazy. Well, we'll talk about it in a bit. Let's just finish the predictions quickly. Barry says 2-1 to Everton. Fadli says 2-2 as well. Mitrovic. FPL Sam says 1-1 Fulham Everton. Lighter says, are you bringing in Grealish next week, Wiz? No way, bro. Not gonna bring in Grealish. I never brought him in. I never, I brought him in when he was in Aston Villa, but at City I just don't like the way he plays. This is sticking to the byline. I don't think he has the same amount of like the way City play. I don't think he has the same amount of goals in him or assists even. Andreas keeps scoring points from the bench. Well, this week he'll not be scoring points from the bench because Haaland is out from the squad. So that means Haaland doesn't come on. If Haaland doesn't come on, that means Andreas is playing in my team, and today he scores the goal of his dreams. So yeah, 2-1 to Fulham, says Light Rays. Yeah, I mean, can win Fulham. Why not? Fulham been playing well at home, but I'd predict a 2-2 draw because I think Everton are beginning to play well as well. Right on, guys. So the last match of the day, Liverpool versus Leeds. I think Leeds, they're gonna play within themselves a little bit. I don't think they're gonna play that. They're gonna try to play expansive football at Anfield, especially with all the injuries they've got breaking up. I think Aronson is gonna play. Sinistra is injured. I think Harrison is gonna play. Aronson's gonna play, and Bamford is obviously playing, and then I think they're gonna have to play Somerville. Somerville is gonna play as well. I think they got this young striker. I think they're gonna have to play him because they don't have anybody else. They've got so many injuries mounting up. Leeds. Liverpool gonna win this game 2-0. I think Salah's gonna. Hopefully Salah does well. I don't want to jinx anything, guys. I captained him against Nottingham Forest and it wasn't beautiful. So let's hope Liverpool wins. I forgot that Salah plays tonight too. Yeah, it's the last game of the day. It's just because of the time. Todd says 4-1 to Liverpool. Barry says 3-0 to Liverpool. FPL Sam says 4-1 to Liverpool. Lighter says 3-1 Liverpool. Salah goal and assist. That would be absolutely beautiful, wouldn't it? But honestly, with the Haaland news out, I think many people would have captained Salah. I think Salah's effective ownership would be very high because of the captaincies that would have been changed to him right at the end of the day because of the team leak. So be careful. Be careful what you wish for, but obviously we wish for Salah hat-trick. Let's hope for the best. Anyways, Liverpool win. Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. I think Arsenal win this game 2-0. I don't think Arsenal gonna run riot or anything like that against Nottingham Forest. I think Arsenal need to conserve their energy. I think they're tired. The players are fatigued mentally as well as physically. They've been playing so many games. Arsenal's squad is thin. They don't have depth on the bench. I mean, for example, if they want to replace Martinelli, they have to play Eddie Nketiah there. Eddie Nketiah is not even a winger. He's a striker. So they don't have nobody on the left wing. On the right wing, when they have to replace Saka, they've got this Brazilian guy, Marquinhos. He's just a youngster or he's just a new player in the club without much experience of the Premier League. So, I mean, Arsenal needs some depth. They need to sign some players in January. So don't expect them to run riot or anything like that. But 2-0 win against Nottingham Forest would be good for the Gunners. Barry's agrees with me, says 2-0 to Arsenal. Lighter says 3-0 to Arsenal. Todd agrees with me, says 2-0 to Arsenal. FPL Sam says 5-1 to Arsenal. That would be good in it. I've got Saka and Martinelli and Saliba, Ben White, Gabriel Jesus scoring all the points. Martinelli and Saka with 3 points each. Oh man. let's not start the nightmares again. Excuse me. So guys, we come to the last match of the day, and I think I've made it close to the team news announcement, although there's not much left. We already know the team news, so been struggling with this fever. Should go and have a cup of tea and get ready for the games. But last match who predicts is Manchester United versus West Ham. Guys, this game is going to be very interesting. I think West Ham, they conceded one goal. Did they concede? How many goals did they concede? Oh, it's not showing me. Just a second. Oh, I was not meant to open it here. Sorry. Let me see. I don't remember. I need to see. West Ham played against a big team last week and they conceded 1 goal, if I'm not wrong. Not last week. Last week. Last week they played against Crystal Palace and they won 2-0. Palace, was it, right? What's going on with me? I need to remember this. West Ham United. Guys, just give me a second. I'm trying to check this. So yeah, they played against Bournemouth at home. So yeah, they played against Bournemouth at home and they won 2-0, and then they played against Liverpool away at Liverpool and they conceded just 1 goal, and that 1 goal was obviously scored by Nunez, and Jared Bowen missed a penalty in that game as well. So they were good against Liverpool. West Ham United, they were value for money. Were West Ham. So I think they can do okay against United. I think United are in big confidence right now. The team winning games, they're beating big teams. They beat Arsenal, they beat Liverpool, they drew against Chelsea, they beat Spurs. I think United have to be one of the most confident teams in the league right now. I think they're going to beat West Ham. I think 2-0 United are going to win this game. FPL Sam says 0-0. Fernandes penalty saved by Fabianski. FPL Sam, don't tell me you own Fabianski, bro. Lighter says 2-1 to Manchester United. Interesting, Light. I think United are gonna win this game easily. United are playing well. It's all coming together for Ten Hag, you know. And I think they're gonna win this game easily. So yeah, that's all about the predictions, guys. I'm gonna try and refresh my my game to see what my team looks like. Let's see. Alright, refresh. Let's go. What? While you wait, did you know? Oh, wow. What do they want us to know, guys? Come on. Conor Cody wants football to continue being more inclusive. Beautiful rainbow. A new ball is being used in matches this weekend. Cheers. The Premier League is meeting or exceeding targets on diversifying representation. That's brilliant. You can take on friends and family in our Match Week 14 quiz. Really? Let's go. Let's play your quiz. What quiz do you have for us? Oh, come on. Test your knowledge. Guys. Test your knowledge, guys. Test your knowledge. Hang on. If you're not able to see this, I will make you see this. I want everybody to participate in the quiz they are showing to us. Can you see it? Wow, well, still not. Insane, huh? I think you can see it now, right? Please let me know whether if you can read this or not. Okay. Sorry guys, my missus calling me for the tea. All right, let's go, guys. Let's do these 10 questions and let's get this stream done with. Leicester versus Manchester City. Erling Haaland's next Premier League goal will be his 18th. The total that won the Golden Boot in 97, 98 and 98, 99. Who shared the award in both of those seasons? 97, 97, 98, 90, Thierry Henry. Obviously, Robin van Persie was obviously nowhere close to the Golden Boot. Has to be Thierry Henry. Didier Drogba joined after 2003. Michael Owen did not win the Golden Boot 2 times. Alright, my answer would be Thierry Henry. Guys, Light Ray says, hope you feel better, Wiz. Stay hydrated. Thank you so much, Light Rays. My result would be out soon. My answer is Henry, guys. Let's see. What? Oh, they'll tell us the results at the end. Ah, come on. AFC Bournemouth versus Spurs. In this fixture, Harry Kane has scored 2 more goals than Cherries, 20 more goals than the Cherries, 2 fewer goals than the Cherries, the same number of goals as the Cherries. This I don't know, guys. This you're gonna have to help me with. Quickly give me the answer. Harry Kane has scored 2 more goals than the Cherries? 2 fewer goals than the Cherries? I'd say it would be 2 more goals, right? Or the same number of goals or 2 more. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Quickly give me the answer. Same amount says light. I have absolutely no idea about Harry Kane's record. Yeah, same amount. It has to be A or D. You have to tell me which one do you think it's going to be. They want us to play the quiz. Let's play the quiz. Guys, come on, give me the answers. I'm not getting any answers in the chat. 2 more. I think he scored 9. Let's go with 2 more then. Let's see what happens. Guys, don't make me fail in this one. I'm live. Come on, right? I need your help. Brentford versus Wolves. Brentford have the joint highest Premier League total this season for home clean sheets. I know this. Leandro Trossard can become the first player to score against Graham Potter's Chelsea. No. Casemiro scored last week. First 5 goals under a manager. 5 straight goals from outside the box. 25 goals for Brighton. This is going to be tough, guys. I need your help. I need your help quickly. So, Leandro Trossard can become the first Premier League player to score first 5 goals under a manager. I mean, he scored 3 against Liverpool. Have Brighton scored after that? Yeah, I think they have. No, they kept a 0-0 against Nottingham Forest. It could be Trossard scored 1, but there was, I think, there's another one as well. Yeah, this is difficult, guys. Manchester City lineup is out, says Todd. All right, let's go and have a look. But I need answer to this question. This question is very interesting and difficult at the same time. All right. Let's go for the Manchester City lineup. Ederson, just give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm out of my time for the stream. But you can have the look at the lineup here. Ederson, Stones, Akanji, Laporte, Cancelo, no Diaz as well. No Ake, Rodrigo, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Bernardo Alvarez, Grief. What kind of a team is this? What do they want? Mahrez, Foden on the bench. Well, you know, nobody expected this. Let's see what happens. Haaland completely out. Yeah, he's not even on the bench. I don't know what's going to become of this. I mean, I predicted a 3-1 to City, but I still feel that they can. I feel they're going to beat Leicester City, but how many goals? It's hard to say right now. No one supports City later than... Nobody supports City anyways, as I never support them. Unless they play against, I guess, Tottenham. You know. But I think the new age people, I think they support Manchester City much more than us people nowadays. Alright guys, I'm going back. I need this answer. Anyways, let's just mark the answers. And 5 straight goals from outside the box. No. 25 goals for Brighton? Could be. Let's just go with 5 goals under manager. Who cares? Crystal Palace or Southampton. Who has not played for both clubs? Jason Punchin played for both. Alex McCarthy played for both. Nathaniel Klein played for both. Wayne Routledge. Klein played for Southampton. I'm sure he plays for Palace now. Alex McCarthy played for Southampton. He plays for them. Alex McCarthy. Did he play for Everton? Alex McCarthy played for Everton and he played for Crystal Palace. When did he play for Southampton, Alex McCarthy? I don't remember Alex McCarthy playing for Southampton. Jason Punchin, I know he played for both. He played for Palace. He played for Southampton as well. Wayne Routledge, he used to play for Swansea. Oh, guys, I'm confused between Alex McCarthy and Wayne Routledge. You have to help me out. Wayne Routledge or Alex McCarthy? Quickly, guys. You have to give me this answer. You have to help me out. We've done 5 questions already. He play for Southampton, McCarthy play for both. Wayne Routledge, right. I agree with all of you then. Newcastle versus Aston Villa. Which of these stats about Newcastle in the Premier League season is untrue? Best goal difference, fewest goals conceded, most draws, most points in October. Most points in October? Let's just go with it. Who cares? I don't care about my score. If he scores, Alexander Mitrovic will become the second player to score 10 plus Premier League goals in 2 seasons for Fulham, after who did in 2010-11. Clint Dempsey. I think it was Clint Dempsey. Liverpool City. What are the results from the last 2 Premier League meetings at Anfield? 4-3. I remember the 4-3. When Salah scored a hat-trick on the first day. 4-3 was definitely the one. I think this is the one. 6-0, I'm not sure. Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest can become the 3rd team to win their first ever trip to the Emirates Stadium after Dash in 2007. Oh man. This I don't know. Oh, come on. Fadzili says just guess. True. Yeah, that is true. I just don't want to be wrong, you know. West Ham and Hull, Leeds and Man United, Bournemouth and Chelsea. Can't remember this. I'm an Arsenal fan. I should remember this. Anyways, let's just mark anyone, you know. Let's just do which one? No, Leeds did lost. Hull, Giovanni scored a goal. Anyways, let's just go with it. Manchester versus West Ham. Who has not played for both clubs? Carrick played for both clubs. Teddy Sheringham, he did. Patrice Evra. Where did he play before joining? After United, he went to Juventus. Come on, guys. Which one should I go? I don't know this guy, Ronnie Johnson. Let's just go with him. Come on. Incorrect. Oh, guys. Yeah, the C. Not bad, right? Not bad. Now you can tell your friends that we watch the FPL Wizard channel. He's got pretty good knowledge about football, especially the ones we guessed are true. The ones we actually marked with our knowledge are wrong. But who cares, right? You just need to pass with flying colors, my friends. Alrighty, guys. I hope you have fun. Let me try and refresh. We played your quiz, guys. Can we have a look at our goddamn teams now? Come on. It's not working. I just want to see who's my vice captain, who my captain is. Although Todd has actually helped me a little bit here. Oh, come on, guys. This is not going to work, right? 8/10 is good, says Lightrace. Thanks. Nehal says I missed the deadline. Oh my god, Nehal. After so much discussions, after discussing all week on Twitter, it just feels horrible to do that, bro. But, you know, it's not like you missed anything. If you would have waited till the end, the servers actually crashed 5 to 7 minutes before the deadline. Nobody was able to make any transfers. I fortunately made my transfer like 1 minute before the servers crashed, Nehal. So it wasn't like you did miss all the drama. Not sure if you would have been able to get your transfer through. So, but Haaland and Foden, they're not starting, as you would already know by now. Anyways, guys, I feel so bad for you, Nehal. You spend so much time on FPL, you know, I mean, just searching all the stuff, discussing, and in the end, to miss the deadline is absolutely horrible, bro. I absolutely feel for you, but I hope it still gives you a good game week score. Benched Foden and capped Martinelli, says Akhilesh. Neil says I woke up at 5:57 and couldn't change anything. That's the horrible feeling, bro. That's like a nightmare. you wake up from your sleep and you're straight away in a nightmare. Well, anyways, guys, right now I have to go. I have a beautiful hot cup of tea waiting in front of me, and I hope you enjoyed this stream. It was a pretty long stream today. And remember, we did well in the quiz. I'll keep reminding you guys. Anyways, guys, have a great game week. I'll see you for the next game week's deadline stream. Till then, take care. Have a great game week. May the arrows be green. Bye bye.